Good morning. As we kick off Thanksgiving week, there's a definite chill in the air, and for millions across the country, the weather is about to take center stage. Whether you're waking up to a frosty sunrise or just starting to plan your holiday travels, you'll want to pay close attention to what's brewing in the skies. As Thanksgiving travel ramps up, Mother Nature is serving up a wild week of weather across the U.S. highways. Airports and train stations are already bustling with travelers eager to reunite with loved ones. But this year, the journey may be just as memorable as the destination. From coast to coast, millions are preparing for a holiday week that promises to be anything but ordinary. We're tracking not one, but two major storm systems sweeping across the nation. The first will bring heavy rain and the threat of severe storms to many regions, while others will see the season's first real snow. For some towns, it's a picturesque start to winter, but for others, it means slick roads and travel headaches. These storms are set to impact millions with changing conditions from hour to hour. This is truly a coast-to-coast event with dramatic changes and disruptions likely from the Pacific Northwest all the way to the eastern seaboard. No matter where you are, you'll want to keep an eye on the sky and be ready for sudden shifts in weather. From mountain passes to city streets, the atmosphere is on the move, and it's bringing a whirlwind of conditions with it. The first storm targets the southern plains, bringing the risk of severe weather. Think powerful thunderstorms, gusty winds, and even the chance for hail or isolated tornadoes. Texas and Oklahoma will be in the bullseye, with heavy rain and strong winds making travel hazardous. If you're in this region, be prepared for rapidly changing conditions and possible delays. Hot on its heels, a second, even stronger system will sweep in, merging with a blast of Arctic air straight from Canada. This collision will trigger a dramatic shift, with snowstorms intensifying and icy winds sweeping across the northern states. The northern plains and Midwest will feel the brunt as temperatures tumble and snow accumulates quickly. That means a sharp temperature drop for millions, turning what started as a mild November into a true wintry wake-up call. You'll want to dig out those heavy coats, hats, and gloves as frost and snow replace the last of the autumn leaves. For many, it's the first real taste of winter, and it's arriving just in time for the holiday rush. If you're traveling, stay weather aware. Timing is everything, with the worst hitting just as the holiday rush peaks. Expect delays on the roads and in the skies, as snow and rain slow down traffic and ground flights. Make sure to check your route, pack extra patience, and give yourself plenty of time to reach your destination safely. So, what can you expect, and when? We'll break down the timing and impact for every region, helping you plan your Thanksgiving week with confidence. Whether you're staying home or hitting the road, we've got the latest updates to keep you one step ahead of the storm. Today, Saturday the 22nd, our first storm is already impacting the southern plains. Most will see rain, but a corridor from Texas through Arkansas faces a marginal severe threat. Damaging winds and hail are possible. There's even a small tornado risk, especially during peak afternoon heating. If you're outdoors in these areas, keep an eye on the sky and have alerts ready. By Sunday, the system shifts east, spreading rain from Colorado to Alabama, but the severe threat drops off. For most, it's just a wet, cloudy day, perfect for staying inside. This storm is just the appetizer, drawing up Gulf moisture and priming the atmosphere for a bigger event. The main course, a stronger Pacific storm, is already gathering strength for next week. Today, the southern plains are once again facing the threat of severe weather, a familiar but always serious concern for this region. Classic Tornado Alley cities like Dallas, Oklahoma City, and Little Rock are all in the crosshairs, with forecasters warning of the potential for large hailstones, damaging straight-line winds, and intense thunderstorms rolling through the area. These storms can develop quickly, sometimes with little warning, and bring sudden changes in conditions that can catch people off guard. Residents in these cities should be prepared for rapidly changing skies, and the possibility of severe weather impacting their afternoon and evening plans. Even when the risk is labeled as marginal, it's important not to let your guard down. Isolated severe storms can still pack a punch, producing dangerous lightning, hail, and strong wind gusts that can damage property or knock out power. Rural areas are especially vulnerable, as storms can form and intensify quickly over open land, sometimes before warnings are issued. If you live or work in these regions, keep an eye on the sky and be ready to act if conditions deteriorate. While the chance for tornadoes today is considered low, it's not zero. Tornadoes can develop with little notice, especially in environments where storms are isolated and the atmosphere is unstable. It only takes one tornado to cause significant damage and put lives at risk. Make sure you have a way to receive warnings, whether it's through your phone, a weather radio, or local news alerts, and know where to take shelter if a warning is issued for your area. One of the biggest dangers with today's storms is that they may be hard to spot. Heavy rain can obscure your view, making it difficult to see approaching threats like hail or even tornadoes. That's why it's crucial to have reliable ways to get weather updates. Download a trusted weather app, keep your phone charged, and have a battery-powered weather radio nearby in case you lose power. These tools can provide life-saving information when visibility's low and conditions are changing fast. Looking ahead, the threat doesn't end today. Monday is shaping up to bring another round of severe weather as a new storm system moves in, drawing in warm, humid air from the Gulf of Mexico. This influx of moisture will fuel thunderstorms, increasing the risk for more widespread severe weather across the region. Residents should use the time now to review their safety plans and make sure they're ready for whatever the next system brings. On Monday, the severe weather threat expands to include not just Texas and Oklahoma, but also Louisiana and Arkansas. All modes of severe weather are possible: damaging winds, large hail, flash flooding, and even tornadoes. These storms can impact both urban and rural communities, so everyone in the region should stay weather aware and have multiple ways to receive warnings. With the holiday travel season kicking off, these storms could cause significant disruptions. Expect possible delays on major highways and at busy airports like Dallas, Fort Worth, and Houston. Heavy rain can lead to flash flooding, making some roads impassable, while strong winds and lightning may ground flights or delay departures. If you're planning to travel, check the latest forecasts and be prepared for changing conditions. If you're heading through the southern plains on Monday, it's wise to have a backup plan in place. Allow extra time for your journey, monitor weather alerts closely, and know where you can safely pull over if storms hit. Stay safe, stay informed, and remember that preparation is key when severe weather threatens. As the weekend storm finally begins to fade and skies clear in some areas, meteorologists and residents alike turn their attention westward, where a new and even more formidable threat is brewing. The atmosphere is restless, and the calm is only temporary. Out over the vast Pacific Ocean, a powerful storm system is gathering momentum, its swirling clouds and churning winds visible from space. This system is set to arrive late Sunday into Monday, bringing with it the promise of dramatic weather changes for millions. As the storm makes landfall, California will be the first to feel its effects. Rain will sweep across the state, soaking parched landscapes and urban centers alike. For some, it will be a welcome relief from drought, but for others, the threat of flooding and mudslides will loom large. But this is only the beginning. As the system pushes inland, it will intensify rapidly, drawing energy from the warm Pacific waters and the vast open spaces of the plains. The sky will darken, and winds will pick up, signaling the storm's growing strength. The storm will then merge with the powerful polar jet stream, a river of fast-moving air high above the Earth, which will help steer and strengthen the system as it races eastward. By Tuesday and Wednesday, the storm will deepen dramatically, its central pressure dropping as it becomes a classic example of a rapidly intensifying low-pressure system. Meteorologists will be watching closely as the storm's energy ramps up. The system will track over the upper Midwest, bringing widespread impacts before continuing its journey northward into Canada. Communities along its path will need to prepare for a variety of hazardous conditions. With its massive size, this storm will stretch across much of the central and eastern United States, blanketing entire regions in thick clouds and turbulent weather. Its reach will be felt from the Great Plains to the Atlantic coast. As it moves, the storm will pull warm, moist air northward from the Gulf of Mexico, fueling heavy rainfall and thunderstorms. The air will feel unusually humid for late November, a stark contrast to the chill that's about to arrive. At the same time, cold Arctic air will be drawn southward behind the storm, setting up a dramatic clash of air masses. This collision will be the catalyst for severe weather and rapid temperature changes. Expect heavy rain to fall from the Gulf Coast all the way to the northeast, with some areas at risk for flash flooding. Rivers and streams may rise quickly, and urban areas could see water pooling on roads and highways. For travelers, Wednesday could be especially challenging. Wet roads, reduced visibility, and airport delays are likely as millions prepare for the Thanksgiving holiday. Patience and caution will be essential. On the cold side of the storm, Arctic air will plunge deep into the heart of the country, bringing a biting chill to areas that were mild just hours before. The temperature drop will be sudden and dramatic. Thermometers will tumble, and people will find themselves reaching for winter coats and scarves as the air turns frigid almost overnight. The sharp cold front will sweep through with gusty winds, rattling windows, and sending leaves swirling through the air. Power outages and downed branches are possible as the winds pick up. In just a matter of hours, landscapes will transform from the colors of autumn to the stark whites and grays of winter, as snow begins to fall and temperatures continue to drop. This is the main event of the week, a storm of rare intensity and scope, poised to disrupt travel, challenge infrastructure, and remind us all of nature's power. As Thanksgiving approaches, millions will wake to a world transformed, one that's colder, whiter, and shaped by the force of this second, mighty storm. Get ready for the Arctic blast. This isn't just a cool down, it's a true shot of winter. By Wednesday, frigid air surges into the northern plains and Midwest, dropping temperatures 30-40 degrees in hours. Wind chills will be dangerous, especially with strong northwesterly winds. By Thanksgiving, the cold is locked in across the Midwest and northern plains. Highs may not escape the teens. The chill spreads south and east by Thursday, ending any lingering mild weather. A second wave of even colder air arrives for Friday and the weekend, making this a prolonged cold snap. This kind of cold can cause real problems: dead car batteries, frozen pipes, and more. Winter is arriving early, and it's here to stay. Thanksgiving Day brings a tale of two climates, frigid in the north, milder but changing fast in the south and east. From the Rockies to the northeast, expect highs 20-30 degrees below average. Bundle up for parades or football. Wind chills will make it feel even colder. The southeast and east coast start mild and rainy, but the Arctic front sweeps through by afternoon. Coats required by dinner. Gusty winds could cause travel delays at major airports like Chicago and Boston. The west enjoys calm, dry, and cool weather after the storm passes. Central and eastern states face a wild ride, while the west gets a tranquil holiday. Thanksgiving will be a day of stark weather contrasts across the country. Will it snow? The best chance is in the far upper Midwest, North Dakota, northern Minnesota, and parts of the Dakotas. Late Tuesday into Wednesday, these areas could see accumulating snow and even winter storm warnings. Strong winds may cause blowing and drifting, making travel hazardous. Elsewhere, some light snow or flurries are possible, especially with lake effect bands in the Great Lakes. Most of the country will see rain, not snow, as the main storm lifts north before the cold arrives. The true winter wonderland will be reserved for the hardy folks up north. The cold only intensifies after Thanksgiving, with a second Arctic surge arriving for Black Friday and the weekend. The Midwest, Ohio Valley, and Northeast will see the coldest air of the season, single digits or below zero in spots. Wind chills will be brutal for early Black Friday shoppers. By Sunday, the cold reaches the East Coast and even dips into the deep South, with Florida feeling a chill. The Southeast cold will be brief, but the North faces a sustained deep freeze. Energy use will spike as millions turn up the heat. The weather pattern has flipped. Winter is here, and it's not leaving soon. As Thanksgiving weekends, the cold pattern looks set to stick around into December. The Midwest, Ohio Valley, and Northeast will likely see below-average temperatures for weeks. The jet stream remains in a trough, allowing more Arctic air and active weather. Storm systems will keep coming, raising the odds for more snow as December begins. For snow lovers, this is the setup you want: cold air and frequent storms. Thanksgiving week marks the start of a new, wintry chapter. Stay safe, stay warm, and get ready. Winter's here right on cue.